Okay, welcome to Lights, Camera, Barstool. Today we're doing some streaming picks. No Jeff right now as he is doing some dozen stuff, I believe. But
No, he's not.
not true.
No, he's
Well,
got
is he
something
on the
else
app?
going on. We're not allowed to talk about it.
Yeah, well,
You have to tweet at him. Tweet at him and
maybe-
ask him what he's doing.
go tweet him. Ask him where he is. Anyway, me and Gucci, we're going to give you 5 picks each, and we'll just go right off the top. And I'll start you out with on Amazon Prime. A relatively new movie came out last month, The Burial, starring Jamie Foxx and Tommy Lee Jones. A movie that I remember when we talked about it, we were just talking about movies that were coming out in the month of October, and we saw The Burial. I was like, what the fuck? Why have we not seen anything about this at all? It's a Jamie Foxx movie. You figured it'd be promoted more. Not promoted at all. Not a great movie. Not like some excellent, you go, oh my God, stop what you're doing, go watch this type of movie, but pretty solid. Heavily carried by Jamie Foxx. Like Tommy Lee Jones is at, like, for the last 15 years as it has been, just kind of like, yeah, I'm there. Don't ask me to do too much, but I'll be there. But Jamie Foxx crushes it. Really cool, interesting story based on a real true story. And both I think are very interesting, well put together in the world of I don't want to say frivolous lawsuits, but that world. And Bill Camp, who doesn't love Bill Camp? Dude's just a great HBO face. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I still haven't watched this, but I'm going to because you have hyped this up now. Jeff has too, and yeah, like you said, just wasn't promoted at all. Especially for Jamie Foxx, who's very easily marketed. I don't know a single person that doesn't like Jamie Foxx.
If you're doing Caesar's sportsbook commercials, you're a likable guy.
Yeah, Tommy Lee Jones never going to be hired for a sportsbook commercial ever, never. Maybe for repping beef jerky and Texas. I don't know what you could hire Tommy Lee for. Where's he been? You said, 15 years now.
AARP, something like that. I would buy that if I was an older person. Your pick.
All right. I tried to do some fall-ish picks, more now that we actually hit fall. Pulled my AC unit out of the wall yesterday, about threw my back out. That's great.
I just moved in.
Yeah. I'm too lazy. Or not too lazy, but
it's the
I
opposite.
don't like the heat or the cold coming in. I will stay in bed the entire day if I wake up and it's cold. My first pick is Fargo, Coen Brothers on Max. I'm sure most people have seen it, but if you haven't, this is the time of year to go back to it. Also, Ethan Coen or Joel, one of them splitting off and doing a movie this month, coming out this month with Margaret Qualley and Beanie Feldstein, Drive Away Dolls. Looks good, but this is kind of a primer for it and fits the time of year. Fantastic movie. Just like any other Coen's brother movie, you get a really sharp script, great dialogue, funny, witty, but also just well done. Honestly, It's shot well, looks fantastic, acting phenomenal. Frances McDormand, just so good at that Wisconsin accent. It's a great movie. Or not Wisconsin, but
Dakota.
That area.
Watch the show too on Hulu. Yeah. Really good show. Except for the last season wasn't great, but hopefully this new one's really good. My pick is also on Hulu. Shaun of the Dead. I love Shaun of the Dead. Maybe we're too late. We're past Halloween season, but I see when I'm looking through the banner and I see it every time I see it, I'm just tempted to stop what I'm doing and watch it. Great. Well, it's obviously it's Edgar Wright. What you get. You get great music. You get witty jokes, very dry, quick humor. It has all of that. It's super funny, great tracks, and the scene where they're doing "Don't Stop Me Now" and they're beating the shit out of the bar owner zombie. So many great scenes in the movie, so many great lines. Always worth a rewatch.
What's the driver's license joke in that movie? It kills me every time.
That's in Hot Fuzz.
Oh, that's fuck! I got it mixed up.
He says when's your birthday? 22nd of February. What year? Every year. Great line.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah,
those two movies blend together. Not so much at World's End,
movies.
But no, Shaun of the Dead's great too. Also, the jukebox scene in the bar, I think is maybe the best use of music ever in a movie. Legitimately, might be. Great pick. Next one. This is a favorite of yours, and it might have been suggested early when we first started doing these. Master and Commander. I can't explain it. That is a fall movie to me. For sure, just the drab, dreary nature of it makes it feel like November.
Dads are meant for fall, and that's a dad movie. That's an all-time dad movie.
Dads and flannels go hand in hand.
Yeah. Like
And
moms
yeah,
are summer, dads are fall.
no, it
I don't know
is.
how to
It
explain
is. It is absolutely a dad movie. All men yearn for the sea. We yearn for adventure. Even if the adventure doesn't pan out the way we want it to, we still went on one. It's yeah, no, it's a great movie, a good vibes movie.
Yeah, I love that movie. Great pick. And great practical effects across. Oof, great
Yeah,
movie.
and that's on Prime Video, by the way.
Prime Video. For me, I'll do another Hulu one, Blade. I like Blade. It's like it's weird to watch in retrospect to some of the other superheroes things where everything gets so like kind of muted and blends together in certain ways. This one is different. Like it starts you out with like that club scene, like the and like the blood sprinklers coming out. Fucking Wesley Snipes beating the shit out of the dad from Grounded for Life, Donald Luge or whatever his name is. It's just it's not perfect by any means, but it's cool. An interesting lore, the Daywalkers, all that stuff. It's really interesting. And like they obviously have all that Blade news that came out today too, with Mahershala Ali saying almost like he's like, yeah, I'm just done. If you're trying to, they tried to make him like a fifth character. They tried to switch Blade to be like, focus on like a female side character with Blade being kind of like a tertiary guy. And he's like, literally, fuck yourself. Like, I will not do the movie. But yeah, so Blade for me.
Marvel is like, we're gonna get you that Oscar, Mia Goth. She's still starring in it, right? Oh, did you freeze? Oh wow, did you just freeze? Oh, you froze for a second.
You froze for me too, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I was saying, yeah, no, Marvel like acting like they're gonna get Mia Goth the Oscar or something. I thought a lot of that news, by the way, pretty good news.
Yeah,
I mean,
for the most part.
more of these A-list celebrities or A-list stars signed up for these Marvel projects should start doing that. Say, yeah. I will fucking leave this project right now if you don't fix the script.
Exactly. Agreed.
My next one, and I just actually just watched it this morning. First rewatch in like 10 years. Lost in Translation. Sofia Coppola's got a new movie coming out this weekend. I think Lost is probably her, I think universally agreed on probably best. I could see some people loving like something like Marie Antoinette, but that's just way more niche and for a specific audience. Lost in Translation can be enjoyed by anyone. On its surface, romance movie, but realistically, it's about being somewhere new that you don't know anyone and trying to find connections in that space. And I think that's something everybody can relate to. Very well done. Scarlett Johansson, I don't think gets enough credit, or at least early in her career didn't get enough credit for how good of an actress she is, outside the fact that she's just really hot. Like, she is a very good actress. And people have kind of come around on that now. But yeah, she's great. Definitely check out if you've never seen anything Sofia Coppola before and you're going to see Priscilla. That'll be a good primer for you.
Yep, going to see Priscilla tonight. I might just have to watch it after. Next up for me on Max, The Foot Fist Way. Danny McBride doing humor is going to be worth watching like 9 out of 10 times. I'm pretty sure David Gordon Green did something with that too. Because like everything Danny McBride did for like a very long time and still does involves David Gordon Green. But amazing. It's very funny. It's like a very, not as funny as like another like I would say cult classic comedy movie of that era, like Hot Rod or something like that. I don't think it's in that sphere, but I would say it has so many really good moments, and I would say it's a very underrated movie, or at least underappreciated because it wasn't really watched a lot. And you still a lot of people that haven't watched it. And I think people have come around and have overwatched. Not a fuck. What's the character's name in Overwatch? Like Tracer. I want to be Tracer.
Wait, what?
They've overwatched the game. They've overwatched Hot Rod. But Foot Fist Way is really solid. The scene where he punches the grandma gets a laugh out of me like 1,000 times out of 1,000 so far.
That's a good pick because it actually kind of ties into my next pick. Same era of comedies, also flew underneath the radar a little bit, or at least has now. I don't think younger generations or people born after the year 2000 really would know this movie's Accepted. They might. Accepted, very popular when I was a kid or younger, but I don't see anyone talk about it anymore. But Justin Long, Blake Lively, very young Jonah Hill. You got fucking Lewis Black in there. Kids these days, they don't know Lewis Black. They don't know Lewis Black.
No, Lewis Black, they don't know nothing about Lewis Black.
He had to have been canceled.
Dry ass delivery.
There's no, like, he's been out of the public eye for 10 years. There's no way he did not get canceled.
He was like everywhere but like I felt like a 3-4 year span, and then I never heard about him again.
You know what happened? VH1 stopped doing their I love the whatever 90s, decade.
They ran out of decades.
Yeah, and so they're like, Lewis, we got no work for you. But except it's very, very, very funny. Like anybody who's, I mean, even if you didn't go to college, fuck,
Yeah.
it's still hilarious. Like it's great. Prime
They could,
Blake Lively too.
yeah, they could honestly do. I love the '90s and I love the '80s and I love the '70s all over again with just a different crew. Like I don't think anyone would
Oh
knock them
yeah,
for just doing it again. Plus, none of those are like streaming anywhere. You know what I mean? Not that I know of. Like it might be on
no,
Paramount Plus, but
you know where they're at? They're on YouTube and they're
like
uploaded in
full length.
480p. Yep.
Oh,
I
okay.
went through them last summer. I did I think I did the 90s one. I either did the
Yeah.
90s or the aughts. Probably the 90s. But it was the worst quality video I've ever watched, but I just kept it on the background, listened to I don't know. Fucking yeah, like Lewis Black like screaming about I don't know, Britney Spears and how she was
Yeah.
so hot when she was 16.
Like where else could you hear like Hal Sparks talking about Devo or some shit? It was always like Hal Sparks and like Michael Ian White or the fuck what was that his
Yes,
name?
yes.
Those two motherfuckers were all over those things. And I don't even think they were born in any of those decades. But okay, so that's a good pick. I'll do for my last one on Max Walk the Line. We're obviously Priscilla coming out soon. Biopics rule, and I think this is one of the best ones ever made that I'd seen anyway. James Mangold, who I think has made a lot of great movies, a lot of and a couple pretty underappreciated ones. Like the Wolverine doesn't get the credit I think it deserves for being actually pretty solid. And then Logan is one of the best superhero movies of all time. And Ford v Ferrari, Copland is awesome. Like no one's seen that. But I would say Walk the Line is like one of his best, obviously. And like I think you get two of the best performances of that year with Joaquin Phoenix actually singing and being Johnny Cash. And you have Renee Zellweger, or not Renee Zellweger, Reese Witherspoon also singing in like real voice, all that shit. Like it's super, super impressive on like a million different levels, and it's like a must-watch movie, in my opinion.
Yeah, I get the like modern biopics, most of them, the adherence to or the hesitation to not do the singing for the main actor, but it really does make the performance so much more enjoyable, even if he doesn't sound or they don't sound exactly like the artist they're portraying. Like
Yeah.
it's just cool to have that take, and like it feels more alive. I can't explain it. Like, it's a weird cut when you go from like Rami Malek's talking into Freddie Mercury singing. Like there's a disconnect there.
It's like, do you remember that Roku Weird Al movie? Like
Yes.
that does it on purpose, and it's still like a little bit like, oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
So like when you have someone like it's supposed to be like a seamless transition, it just is weird.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
No.
that's a great pick too. James Mangold. People say he doesn't have like, or people criticize him for not having like a very specific style to his movies.
So what?
But like, he's such a fantastic studio director. Like, if you want somebody to like helm like big projects, like it's hard to do better than that. He doesn't fuck them up rarely.
310 to Yuma, I almost forgot about.
Yeah,
Great movie. Or really solid movie, and I think that an introduction to Ben Foster as like a really good actor.
Yeah.
You basically mined that out of him, which I love.
And then my last pick, this is, some people are psychos and like think that the second it hits November, it's Christmas time. So I'm handing out a Christmas pick, Violent Night from last year. It's on Prime Video right now. If you missed it last year, definitely check it out. David Harbour fucking crushes it. Very fun, different kind of Christmas movie. Less focused on like the corniness of it all, and just makes kind of just a really fun action thriller. To be honest, like there's some really, really great action sequences in there, like shit
What's
you
the
would
name
not
of-
expect. Like
Yes, very true. What's the name of the Joel Kinnaman one? John Woo's coming out soon. It's like a very similar name.
Silent Night. I think that looks good too.
Oh, that's because his throat got shot, and at least in the trailer, yeah.
That's one of those where it's like this is either going to be a hit or it's going to be a disaster.
Big time disaster. Yeah. I hope it's good because I love Kinnaman. I'm a big Kinnaman guy. We've interviewed him before, but I'm a Kinnaman stan. Colonel Rick Flag. What's the fucking quote?
Peacemaker. What a joke.
Yeah. What's the do you remember the fucking stupid shirts they would sell? They'd be like, I stand for the flag and kneel for the cross. Kneel for the cross, stand for the flag.
Yeah.
You really should have made that shirt.
I don't know if we're allowed to touch on Cap.
Okay, so my picks: The Burial on Prime, Shaun of the Dead on Hulu, Blade on Hulu, Foot Fist Way on Max, Walk the Line on Max. Yours?
Mine are Fargo on Max, Master and Commander on Prime Video, Lost in Translation on Netflix, Accepted on Netflix, and Violent Night on Prime Video.
Mm-hmm. All great picks. Make sure to go check those out. And if you're watching on YouTube, make sure to like and subscribe. Always helps us out. We'll beg for it every single video we do. But that's it. We'll be back with a new video. I forget what we have next. We actually just cooked up a really good draft idea that I'm very excited for to do next week. But that's going to be a really good one. Very, very pumped up for that. But until then, make sure to go watch the bracket. Watch all the other fun stuff we do. Until then, we'll see you next week.